Hi guys, welcome back to some more action with Accrington. We are into the dizzy height of 15th place in the Premier League. We have played 12 games, we have only won 2, but we've drawn 7, but we've only lost 3. If you have a look at the top half of the table, top of Spurs, they've only lost 1. And then you've got QPR who have lost 2. But other than that, the top 10, obviously you've got Stoke with 5 losses, but the rest of them all have 3 losses, so we aren't doing too bad. We've only conceded 14 goals, which isn't that bad, but we've only scored 12. If we could get that figure up to, say, 15, 16, 17 goals scored, but keep it as 14 goals against, then that's going to give us, 5 more points? And that would put us up to 18 points. Not bad. 7th in the table. So we've got to see what we can get done. We've got a home game against West Ham coming up, first of all. They have won 2 of their last 3, lost to Man United, but beat Hull and beat Arsenal. Hopefully we can get a win in this game. And it's a 2-1 defeat. Tompkins and Joselu with the goals for West Ham after Berahino put us 1-0 up. Slightly disappointing, but not much we can do. Obviously roll on to the next game. Looks like we've got a nice decent break. And then, wow, Liverpool. So not the sort of game you want coming up after a defeat. As Chelsea set to land a Lutzer signature, it says. Well, we'll have to see. Chelsea can make me an offer. We'll have to see if I accept it. I have asked my scouts before I set the recording going to have a look for a world-class first-team quality central defender. I do think we may want to look at getting a decent central defender in as well, but my priority is it is to get a what am I thinking? I'm thinking of getting a another central midfielder, especially if Lutzer leaves, he's on 78. If we can cash in for him and get maybe 15 million for him, then there are a couple of players who we could look to bring in terms of the centre mids, and I have a couple of those on the shortlist scouted already. But we're away at Anfield for this game. Liverpool have lost to Newcastle and Sunderland. Lost to both North East teams in their last 2 games, but they did beat Cardiff before that. Quick look at their team. Well, looks like Pogba. I wonder if that is Paul Pogba. They have Vidal as well. Lallana, Yeso, Aspas up front. Schneidling, Moreno, Prokic, Signorello, Wisdom and Mingale still in goal. Berahino has been sent off. Matty Gale made it 1-1. Can we hold out for a draw? The answer is yes, but it's a 2-2 draw after Sarilic put us 2-1 up. Aspas made it 2-2 with 8 minutes to go. So despite being down to 10 men, a 2-2 draw at Anfield. A 2-2 draw at Anfield is a good result, but a 2-2 draw after being a man down so early doors is a fantastic result. And we've got Hull in the Capital One Cup. Now, I wouldn't mind winning this game to go through to the semis, but also part of me wouldn't mind if we lost. We had a half-decent cup run, and Makulu wants to be sold. Well, I'm going to put you up for loan, I think. I don't think I'm going to sell you. A good cup run's good, but I'd prefer the league form, to be honest. Keeper, this Diego Rodriguez, not doing too bad. 94 for this Gonzalo Miguel. Javier Barros isn't going to be doing too much. Same as Cantarino, not doing too much. Same as Sanchez, not too much. Agarich, not bad. Zabi Lopez, could be an okay right back. We'll keep our eye on all those for the upcoming season. But I am going to make some changes here. We are going to go with Briveo. I do think I need to bring in another striker. For the simple fact is we have 3 now, and I do think we need to bring in another one. I am going to make some changes to the whole starting 11 for this game. I do want to give certain players a chance, and one of those will be Makulu, and we're going to go with Dale. It's just to give... it's a Capital One Cup game, so if I lose, I lose, but it is to give the second string or players who are a little bit low on form auto replace unavailable just for this match. I would say Callon could go up front for us, but obviously he is in goal for this game, so good chance he will not be. Hull have lost their last 3, so they could get a win here. Just how EA's logic is. And Hull win 5-4 on penalties. Rasmus Turn put us 1-0 up 3 minutes later. Livaja made it 1-0. Duarte was sent off for Hull, but they win 5-4 on penalties. That is not the greatest result. And how much prize money do we get? Just 8 grand. Okay, Berahino is available to come back in the team. We have a couple of days break and then we have Burnley coming up. This is a game we do need to win. I don't know why it says no love lost for Wilson. He didn't play in the game. Surely these sort of news reports should come in when a player has actually played in the game. But Brevet out for Berahino. Lutzer and Vizcarrondo are both out of form, so I'm going to go with Baker in there for one of them. Cyrillic did play. Dow can stay there. As for the right, yeah, let's go with Wilson. Let's go Winters in form. Weissmeyer and Friedrich, and at the left, Gale is in form. And we'll go with De Witt back in goal. Vizcarrondo, I want you on the bench. For Rimrink, Bijamino, yeah, I've got no other striker, have our Seeger, but he's obviously long-term injury. Mick Alberg, let's have you on the bench. I want to try and give you some game time. You can come on for Cyrillic. I don't want him to play, I want him fully fit and rested for this busy Christmas period we have coming up soon. And right, Burnley at home, a local derby and a game we need to win. But wow, Burnley beat Hull and beat West Ham in 2 of their last 3. It's a 5:30 kickoff on a Saturday, so you assume it's live on Sky. Assuming Sky go going by then, because we are in 2020. And 1-0 win. Winter with the goal. Thank God for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 bookings. And Callon, my goalkeeper, came on again to start up front, but unfortunately couldn't get anything done. Right, I'm thinking maybe if I need to bring in another striker, I look to bring in one in on loan, just till the end of the season, and to see how that could help us out. But we've got a nice long break here till games, as Ryan Seeger says he's okay to play. Well, you were looking pretty knackered, to be honest, mate, so I don't actually know if you are. A slight risk. Seeger's prepared to give it a go should I need him, but I'm not going to use him yet. Quick look down the list tells me there is nothing, and everyone's going to be scouted further. And Dallas, what have you got? 92. Sign him up. And 83 for another keeper, but not really. Is that all 3 staff out, or do I only have scout available? Vilkhelm, I thought you were available. I'm going to send you back to Norway, let you go home for a few months. Should I send you there? Should I go to Russia? Interesting. Nah, send you home. There we go. Scout on his way. Thank you. Right, so where did that win put us in the table? We're back up to 15th. Burnley are above us. I'm sticking with the winning team. I know Seager said he's fit, but well, look at that Palace. Beat West Ham, beat Man United and beat Hull, all 2-1. So a tough game here. And a 2-0 win for Palace. Balassi up front still. Fairly disappointing result, that one. We've got West Brom coming up. And we are not far off. Sorry guys, I just took a second there, because I thought I saw something before I hit advance, and I have. Man City are down in 17th. You've got Cardiff, Sunderland, Villa, and then Man City in 17th. And they've played a game more than us, and we're 2 points clear of them. That's just freaky. And you look at Spurs at the other end, conceded 8 in 16 and scored 30, won 12, 10 points clear after 16 games. Jesus. Yeah. Right, Berahino for Briveo. Riemrink back in. Pasilic can come in. Cyrillic back in. Makulu in. We'll go Derek, and we'll go Weissmeyer in, and we'll go Gamin. You know what I'm going to do as well? I'm going to put Seeger on the bench just to give him, hopefully, a bit of experience, and then we'll have to take it from there. We are West Brom away. They're 13th. So what can we get done? They are unbeaten in 3, but they've got 2 draws in that. Away from home, I'd take a draw. I would take a draw now, given the opportunity. And we get a 1-0 win. Cyrillic with the goal. I am very happy with that result. Well, the game has been brought forward 4 days. Damn it. I would have liked it to have been put back and not brought forward. We have Everton coming up on the 20th of the 12th, 2020. As Berahino returns to face former club. And Berahino wasn't even in the squad for that game. He was dropped due to poor form. Right, Hungary have offered me a job. I'm going to reject that. I would potentially like it, but no, I'm concentrating on the league form here. We are going to get through to the 1st of January, and then we're going to call it a day. I'll do a squad report, and then I will call it a day. I'm sticking with the same team that won the last game. Well, Everton got tonked 4-0 by Liverpool, drew with West Brom, and drew with Sporting. And then we get a 3-2 win. Briveo with 2, and Vizcarrondo came on to get a goal. Lundstrom with 2 for Everton. Lutzer, my decision. Dun dun dun. I'm requesting to go on the transfer list. Okay, mate. So we need to see what sort of price we can get for you. I may have a little dabble into the transfer market in January for a week rather than cutting it at the 1st of January. Bijimi wants to play, I'm guessing. He wants me to give him a chance at the back. No, mate. Who do we have in the FA Cup? If we've got a half decent draw in the FA Cup, I may play you in that. Leicester? No, I won't be playing you in that. Sorry, mate. We'll have to see what we can do. Winning team again. Not going to change it. At home to Stoke, who've won 2 of their last 3. And in this game, it's a 2-2 draw. Rasmus Tern and Derek with the goals. Okay. Press conference. I may as well use it. Accrington. I'm going to praise my team for their great run of form, as we have a game against Man City coming up. And it is a game I would like to win. Obviously, I'd like to win all of them, but Paraguay have offered me a job. Well, obviously, the Man City game is more importantly because it's getting the balance and getting basically winning games, and also we need. What am I thinking? I'm thinking something. I am thinking something. We need. Jose Ramirez could be a decent player. We need to just bridge that gap. Roberto Damien looks to be a decent right back. Who's the guy I signed this time? It was Igor Grabsic, wasn't it? No, okay, so he's going to be a midfielder, but we don't exactly know whereabouts. Training injury. Vessel de Witt out for 7 days. to spend. We just need to bridge that gap as well. But I suppose they are in Europe, so it's the curse of European football. It doesn't only happen in real life; it happens in FIFA as well. If they manage to get one thing right. And Plasilic put us 1-0 up early doors. Zeko equalised after half an hour, and the game ends 1-1. So, if I said to you guys, Accrington would draw 1-1 with Man City at home in the Premier League in the year 2020, you'd think I was off my rocker. As Dale wants to discuss his wage, well, I'm happy to discuss your wage. Where are you, Philip? I'll give you 2 years and I'll give you 2,250. You can be a crucial first team player as well. I hope you sign that contract. I am going to make an offer for a central midfielder. And I also want to keep my eye. I had a couple of players on my list. Chavis Marve was one of them. Contract expiring in 6 months. Approach to sign. This guy I'm looking to bring in. Crucial first team player. We are going to put him in. If we can get him in, that's fantastic, because obviously we scouted him a couple of years ago and he was a half decent player. But the one I want to bring in Barella. I think he's the one. Treo. I think it's between Treo and Barella, the two I want to bring in. And I don't know why, but Barella. Barella just seems to me to be the better of the two, although it's difficult to say which one's realistically better. I'm going to go with Barella, put in an offer. We are hopefully going to get him for near as damn it his value. 5.5 million is what I want to go for him. I may have to wait and see what happens in terms of Alutza being sold. Although I don't really want to put him on the transfer list, as I want to try and get more than his actual value. And what his value is 6 million, so I could potentially do a straight swap Alutza for Barella. They may take that. How would that help me in wages? I'd lose out about 40 grand in wages, but that would be it. But if I could get a bit more for Alutza, 10, 15 million, that would be ideal. Hopefully we get a transfer offer for Rasmus Tern from Monaco. Well, that's just going to get rejected. Rejected and disallow. I don't want him to leave. Now, if you come back with 50 million, I may have said yes. But no. Rasmus Tern will not be leaving for that amount of money. Jamie Arrascaeta, he can leave for any amount of money. And I know it's to a Premier League rival, but that's still 500,000. Kone has accepted the contract, so that's fine. We've got in a 75 rated CDM, so I'm happy with that one. I'll go to the Leicester game and then I will call it a day. I just want to get things done. Chavis Marve has accepted that contract. Thank you. We have a player sold, I know that. Chelsea unacceptable, 9.5 million is what they want. So Chelsea, if you want 9.5 million, you can buy a Lutzer off me for 10, 15 million. He obviously wants to be sold. Right, let's make some changes. Reemrink for a Lutzer. Vizcarrondo, Dell back in, Gale back in, Smalling, and Friedrich back in. I will have a look for a potential loan striker, although Seeger is back fit. So maybe we don't need a fifth striker. I could see who is on the free agents. Hopefully there is one on the free agents that we can bring in. But QPR versus Accrington, a 1-0 win. Gamin sent off. I restore him and he gets sent off. Berg with the goal. Rather unfortunate. as we have 3 officers. Please, one of them be a transfer for Alutza. David Alutza, a transfer offer from Manchester City. Counter 25 million. He's going to go into a rival, and they are a rival. Dale has accepted that contract. Player suspended. Let's see what happens in terms of Alutza leaving. Aymeric Laporte set for PSG move. Transfer offer for Seyda Berahino. Right, so they've offered 19.5. Berahino, not a cat in house chance I'm selling him. And they offered 19.5. He wants to leave. Yeah, I'll accept that. You guys may be telling me I'm wrong. You may say I should have asked for more, but he wants to leave. He's valued at 6 million. We're getting 19.5. I think it's a right thing to do. And if we can get Barella for 9, that leaves us with about 10 to spend on other players, which I honestly think isn't too bad. We can potentially look to bring in a striker. May look to bring in another young midfielder. We've got Chavis Marve coming in on a free. We've got the free agent CDM that's just come in. But guys, I will quickly do the squad report, then we'll get the game against Leicester done, and then I will call it a day. Right, so let's have a look. De Witt hasn't moved. Gamin is at 1. Friedrich hasn't moved. Smalling hasn't moved. Well, obviously he's 31, not potentially expected to move. Gale at 1. Wilson hasn't moved. Alutza is up 2. Vizcarrondo at 1. Dow hasn't moved. Briveo hasn't moved. Turn up 1. Finishing is up 2 to 83. Alberg is up 2 to 72. Makulu is up 2 to 74. Dompe hasn't moved. Callon hasn't moved. Pasilic not moved. Seeger is up 1. Derek is up 1. And then we have Bijimi up 2. Weissmeyer up 2. Larson not moved. Keepers up 2. Navas not moved. Dale is up 1. Masana is up 3. Kone has only just joined us. And he's valued at 2 million already. Interesting. Sarilic up 3. Riemrink up 3. Sejas up 3. Aurelio up 3. Vessel de Witt up 3. Van Beek up 3. Drury not moved. I think it's time that he moved on as well. To transfer list. Very unhappy as well. 10 grand a week if we can get him off the books. That's okay with me. Berahino at 1. Winter hasn't moved. Sambiar up 2. He's out on loan. He's my only one that's out on loan. So let's have a look at this team for this game. Berahino back in. Imrink in. Sarilic in. Kulu in. Derek in. Weissmeyer in. Winter's going to come back in, I know for a fact. Mick Alberg in. Yes, let's stick with that team. In the cup. Against Leicester. At home. A nice win. And then I'd like a League 1, League 2 team in the next round so we can play a few youth players. 5:45 on a Saturday, so I'm assuming we're on TV for this one. And the game ends 0-0. Webster sent off for Leicester, so we've got a replay. Nothing we can really do about that. Suspension over, another update. And other than that, 84. So yeah, nothing much else to go on, guys. I'm going to call it a day there. So maybe Lutz is on his way out for 19 million. Can we bring someone else in his replace? We'll have to have a look in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.